And here we go. Pack 1, pick 1. We are presented with 12 cards, and we gotta pick one of these. So Notorious Scoundrel is a small unit that's not the greatest, especially, well, I mean, there is not a lot of straight up removals in the current format, like Annihilate, etc, etc. So it's not that easy to pick off this Scoundrel. So might be playable. On the other hand, I haven't played with him a lot. But when you put it next to, like, not close, next to Cliff Diver Mantisaur, that unit is just great and superior to Notorious Scoundrel. Frostwave is also a great choice, and the rest of the pack is subpar, like between 0 out of 10 we're talking about Cabal Scavenger, and like 4 or 5 out of 10 we're talking about Scorpion, Court Mage, Oni Samurai. But for me, the 3 best cards are number 1 and 2, Cliff Diver Mantisaur and Frostwave, depending on your personal preference. And number 3 is Notorious Scoundrel. And I'm gonna go with Mantisaur here, because units win games, I heard. Pick number 2. Someone took a rare or legendary. So let's look at what our good options are. There aren't any good options in this pack. The best card from this pack, in my opinion, is Tumbling Sloth. Does Tumbling Sloth work well with blue? Yes. Other possible combinations. Penitent Bull, not the greatest. Broken Wing Brawler, no. Begone, maybe, but I think Tumbling Sloth is just better here. There is also a case of picking Lethrai Courtier if you know, for example, you already have Lethrai Hideaway, or you will go more into relics, but otherwise it's Sloth. Pick number 3. Now, here are some good cards. The best cards in this pack are Display of Instinct and Infused Guardian. Right below them is Horde Leader, Sloth, Intimidator and Mob Rule, and lower you have Recruit, Token, Huntsman, and on the bottom you have Iron Hook. So there are a couple of brackets here. Alright, so Display of Instinct, while great, now currently display is 4 color, but I know what you mean, IF. Don't think we're gonna go into 5 colors though. So first up we gotta check. Hook is not bad, but it's worse than the other cards in this pack. Okay? I think while we're staying on the topic of going into this color combination that we already have with the Sloth, well, when I said tier 1 in this pack is Infused Guardian and Display of Instinct, going with Infused Guardian and just keeps us in our colors. Pick number 4. We are presented with, from good cards, Bear Arms, Clan Hunt Color, then we got Flicker Link, Token of Instinct, then we got Forgeborn, then we have Improvised Club, then we have Pack Beast, then we have Endure. So I'm putting it in brackets for you guys. So right now we could go with Token for a potential splash of red or just a Bad Elysian banner, and I think that's it, because I'm a great anti-fan of Pack Beast. Pick number 4, and here we have Storm Spiral, Shingain Forge, Mighty Strikes, beneath that is Token of Knowledge and Sirocco Glider. If we're going into control, Storm Spiral would be good. Otherwise, Token of Knowledge is good fixes for all 3 of our colors, and Sirocco Glider is a decent unit. But you can have other cards in Sirocco Glider's slot. You can have other fixing in Token of Knowledge's slot. You don't have many removal, especially not much area of effect removal in this current format. So I think Storm Spiral here is better. It's surely much better than just going for the splash of Mighty Strikes. Pick 6. Alright. We have the Sirocco Glider and Mob Rule. Fireman Lioness is great, but not in our colors. I'm not a great fan of Replicator Engine or Diplomat or Tower Shield, and Flickerling is just mediocre. So for me it's between Sirocco Glider and Mob Rule. And I'm not sure. I think I'd rather go with Glider because you can get more mob rules later. This is a solid unit. Okay, these are some decent choices. Secret Passage, Frost Talisman, and Curator's Spear are good relics you can go for in a Relic Matter deck. Begun is also good. Lazy Firemane is great, but not in these colors. And this Token of Vision for us would be just a bad Xenon banner. I think I would like to get Secret Passage here. Remember, when you play it, you can give unblockable to one of your units and then activate it to give another one unblockable. Sure. Next up we got mediocre cards. I mean, Barams is the best card of the pack. Then we got Cartographer Courtier. Then we got Spitfire. Then we got Penitent Bull. By the way, I'm saying a lot about Spitfire. It's not a pack one, pick one for me, but I mean it's just not 1 out of 10 when it comes to ratings. It's more like 4 out of 10 for me. Okay, I think I would rather get Courtier instead of Master Cartographer, because this doesn't die to Storm Spiral, and if we get more relics, it's gonna just be better. Here, Mischief Yeti, Mighty Strikes, Firemane are good cards, Mighty Strikes being the best of them, then Firemane, then Yeti. But Lobotomy could go into this deck much more so than Mischief Yeti. Uncolor Token of Knowledge, sure, don't have anything more to say. Scavenger if we're too low on units, and Token of Ambition as just a bad token here. Okay. Pack 2. Pack 2, we have Copper Conduit. That is good, and it's even better if you have some Dark Returns or Surgeon Saws. Color deck is decent, Bronze Curious is decent, Argentport Stranger is quite good, and as is Huru Banner, all the Strangers and Banners are great. Then we also have Bright Mace Paladin. For our colors, we are presented with a choice of Copper Conduit or Color deck, honestly. Because we already have 2 tokens, so we don't need Argentport Stranger. Is there a Lethrai Stranger? I don't think there is. Anyway, so there's Copper Conduit with a small, just a single time requirement, and it's better when you have more power, and this looks much more like a control deck than an aggressive deck. Color deck could also be decent, but I think I'll just go with this big old Sentinel. Next up, we have, amongst good cards, Trailmaker. I think it's the best card here. There's also Moondial, and then we have Death Watcher and Copperhole Porter. So for me it's between Trailmaker and Moondial, and given that we don't have many 2-drops, I'm gonna go with Trailmaker. It ramps up, it gives us an additional color, it's just better than most of the Strangers usually. And Moondial, while it is a good relic, we don't have that many relic synergies yet. And for sure I would rather get Trailmaker here than the other one. Okay, now we have Changey Stick, Dark Return, 2 Rings, and a Lucky Prospector. I'm just speaking about our colors now, and Wisdom of the Elders, yes, sure, obviously. For me, this one is between Dark Return and Changey Stick, and I'm not sure which one to pick, honestly. Because Dark Return works good with Copper Conduit, as I already said. Yes, I was paying attention, thank you. Wilmer Morphic, you said Dr. Changey. And I said, Dr. Changey Stick? Why haven't I seen that one before? Well, honestly, there are a lot of arguments for one and against the other, in both ways, so it's just a personal preference here, in my opinion. Yes, Dark Return is good with the units that we have in here that pump themselves, or with Cliff Darkler or Mantis, or if it somehow dies. Changey Stick, on the other hand, can give one of our units flying, etc, etc. So, honestly, Changey Stick, Dark Return, half and half. Think I'm gonna go with DR though, mainly because Shadow has a higher concentration in our deck currently. Okay, that was a tough one. I think that was the toughest pick so far. Next pick we have Dragon Breath or Xenon Banner, honestly. I think Xenon Banner is gonna be better here. Channel the Tempest. Don't think we will be able to use that one. Circe's Choice, Insistent Automaton, even Parma. These are decent choices for the deck. Insistent Automaton helps us with what? Helps us with Copper Conduit. Can make it even bigger, you know? So that's something there. Circe's Choice, yeah, we already have a Storm Spiral. I don't want to have two of those. I know it has the other mode of gaining an Aegis and 6 health, and while I won one game with that combination and lost 2 to it, I think I'm gonna go with Insistent Automaton. I insist. Especially that you can get a killer on one of your units. Then it's even better, as is Dark Return. Here, there's nothing good here, guys. I mean, there's Finest Hour, but not in our colors, so I'm just picking Dust. Jump Kick is sometimes played. Hair Trigger Pistol is quite nice. And Jack's Choice is the best card in the pack, but I'm not gonna splash red, so I'm going with HTP. Next we have Xenon Banner over cards not in our colors, so come on, Camel, Grenamander, no. No. Xenon Banner number 3, or Cull the Deck, or Gruen Form. Okay, Gruen Form is a bad trick, but is a trick nonetheless. Cull the Deck is something decent, but if the banner wasn't here, I would have a tough choice between Cull the Deck and Gruen Form, and I think I would have chosen Cull the Deck. But banners are just so great. There's nothing here. I'll pick Camel, I guess. Fallon Banner, great. Praxis Banner might help us splash something. Ooh, there's a legendary in here. A 10 cost, 10/10. Tribute, yes, there is tribute in this format. You gain life equal to the number of cards in your void, and when you infiltrate, create and draw a Hall of Lost Kings that plays you some Sentinels. Yeah. Is there anything good for our deck in this pack? There is Lightning Strike, so we can pick a legendary, or we can pick Lightning Strike. Yes, Dust or Strike. And today I'm going with the adult choice, and I'm just picking Lightning Strike. Calderon Cradle. No, that's not a rare we want to get. Yes, 10 mana, 10/10. We could have used Secret Passage on it as well, but hey. Anyway, Family Charter is a decent relic. Dragon Breath is good. Bold Adventure is good. Scaly Gruan is decent. And honestly, it's not that easy for Dragon Breath in my opinion. We could go with Bold Adventure, we could go with Family Charter, we could go with Scaly Gruan. We have 2 drops so far, and I think it will be Family Charter nonetheless. It triggers all your when you have relic things, triggers your Akanthas Outriders on 3, and is generally better later on also because you can redraw 2 cards. It's expensive, but it does something at least. Sandbinder Sentinel is very good. I mean, we are quite heavy on 5s, but this is going to be a control deck. Also, so far only Trailmaker dies from Storm Spiral, so that's good. Good to know. Sandglass Parma is also decent, but not in the level of this one. I am not a great fan of Devour there. Here, Illumination Wisp or Tower Top Patrol, and this is just, well, you pay 2 more for 2 more toughness and no endurance. Yeah, I think I'll pick Illumination Wisp. Gun Rustler, Wisdom of the Elders, Devourer. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Wisdom of the Elders. I was just looking how many blue fixing do we have. Thornbeast, sure, over cards we're not gonna play. Wisdom versus Devour. Do you want to sacrifice a unit to draw 2 cards, or do you just want to draw 2 cards? I think I just want to draw 2 cards. Gift of Battle if we get a Merchant. Xenon Banner number 4? Sure. Ageless Sentinel? Sure. Nothing really. Hey guys, you wanted Circe's Choice, you got Circe's Choice. And nothing here. Burn them all. Burn them all. Don't think we need to burn them all. I think we need to get something better than burn them all, because splashing for double red is not viable at this moment. Now we gotta do our usual deck check. How many cards do we have, and how many units of these cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we're missing at least 6 cards. And how many units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're missing cards, especially units. But Egg is also a unit, but Power Breach Sentinel. But Egg, but Power Breach Sentinel. Gah. Egg is sweet and is shiny. Shiny and sweet. Given that we have cards like, where is he? Lethrai Courtier, Tumbling Sloth, and Sirocco Glider. I'm going with the Egg over Power Breach Sentinel because we're more relic heavy than top end heavy. Pick number 2, Parry, Frostwave, Karendon Steward. Then nothing, then Awaken the Aegis and Court Mage. So it's either Frostwave or Karendon Steward or Parry, honestly. And I think I would rather go with units, especially 2-drops that were lacking. So yes, Karendon Steward it is. Next up, we got Eternity Core or Akanthas Outrider, and Akanthas Outrider is why we picked Arachnodon Egg and Family Charter, so thank you. Next up, a removal in Warlock's Brew, removal / trick, or a big Furlong, or just a mediocre Sandcrawler. But we got 2 mediocre 3-drops already, so I think I will go with Warlock's Brew. Loyal Falcon is great, but Tumbling Sloth is also good. Yes, I already have 5 banners and 2 tokens, so don't need that. Here we have Locust, Intimidator, and Conflagrate. Starved Furlong. No, I'm not going that high on my costs. I think I will go down to 17 power even in this deck. You'll see. I don't want to splash for Conflagrate, so it's between Locust and Intimidator. Well, I mean, Kaiser, I don't have Eternity Core, I don't have Power Breach, I don't have Awaken the Aegis, so I'm not going into big time, so not really. And blue is the splash. I mean, the lowest of the color counts, despite me having double blue in Wisdom of the Elders and Cliffdiver Mantisaur. Alright, once again, Locust, Lethra Intimidator. I'm not splashing for Conflagrate for 2-drops, so Locust could go in here. The only downside I'm thinking about is that it dies to Arch, Circe of Choice, and Storm Spiral. On the other hand, in the 4th department we already have 3 units, so yeah, it's gonna be Locust anyway. Here we got Power Breach Sentinel, or we can go with Mob Rule. Are we aggressive or are we controlling? That's the question. I think I want to go, as I said previously, we are low on units, so I'm going with this one. Pitfall Trap is great. Nothing. Maybe. Maybe. Wow, uncolored token, last pick. Alright guys, I'm not even considering this token, that's just a bad banner. We have 2 tokens and 5 banners. That's just great fixing. So we can do anything in these 3 colors, literally. And in these 3 colors we have 31 cards that are playable. Is Lethrai Lobotomy playable though? We only have Secret Passage, Arachnodon Egg, Family Charter, and Pitfall Trap. Egg sacrifices itself, we don't want to sacrifice Passage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2-drops. Okay, blue or shadow is the splash, that's the question right now. I thought shadow was the splash, but it seems blue might... Sorry, I thought blue was the splash, now shadow seems it might be the splash. 19 units means we can cut a couple. We can't trigger Huntsman almost at all. Court Mage is subpar here. Yes, Conduit isn't a 2-drop, but 5 2-drops is great anyway. Okay, 1 pledge, 2 pledge, 3 pledge, 4 pledge. 4 pledge means we can go 1 lower on power. We can play only 17 power. But it also means that we gotta go higher on the unit. So this unit count should stay as it is. Now we gotta cut 2 cards anyway. And I'm thinking, are we gonna use the Lobotomy? Probably not. And are we gonna use Hair Trigger Pistol when Shadow is the splash? Probably not. On the other hand, Hair Trigger Pistol is just a good card. On the other hand... What? Now, on the third hand, if you already have 5 corruption and you mutate it... Wait, that's the wrong game. Anyway, I think Hair Trigger Pistol can get out of here. We don't have any quick draw units. Shadow is the current splash, etc, etc. Okay, so 28 cards, 17 power. No, I'm not cutting Circe's Choice. Circe's Choice and Storm Spiral, our units are mostly resilient to it. I mean, only Steward and Locust and Trailmaker die to those, and Steward only on the opponent's turn. Right? Because on your turn you can pump it first, and then play Spiral or Choice. So, as I said, 17 power, but we also have Family Charter for an early scout, and we have Courtier for getting us some power. So, yeah. Do we have power sinks? Yes, we have Copper Conduit, we have Family Charter, we have Pitfall Trap, we have Kind of Wisdom of the Elders and Dark Return, so looks all around a very good deck. Just add power. Rinse, repeat. Alright, time 3, 7, 8, 9. Primal 5, 6, 7, 8. Shadow 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going one lower on Shadow and one higher on Time or Primal, and it's probably gonna be Time, because in Primal we got 1, 2, 3 pledges. Sure. And we want that one in Time to play our Arachnid Egg. No, Aev, you're missing turn 4 power in that equation. Alright. The only card I'm missing here is a single Predator Strike for comboing with our Ageless Sentinel and Dark Return, but otherwise should be good. Well, I know we're missing removal. I mean, single point removal for big units, Voltrons, etc. We don't have any bounce spells, but I hope it's gonna be enough. Alright, here's the hoping.